you can learn a lot from simple tests like that, and you don't need to go into creating systems. Saying I want to create a system that does this is a very difficult thing to do. But if you say I want to learn how the market works when this happens or that happens, then you can start to get ideas that, oh wait, all right, so how would this indicator work with that, and what if I got out and these different ways, and so that it kind of the learning about the market is what the system's the easy part after you figure little things out like that.
Welcome to Better System Trader, the podcast to help systematic traders of all levels improve their trading. We'll give you loads of expert tips and practical advice on system design and validation, money management, trading psychology, and many other topics. Whether you're just starting out or a savvy systematic trader, we're here to help you improve your trading and find more success. This is Better System Trader with your host, Andrew Swanscott.
Hello and welcome to the Better System Trader podcast. It's great you could join us today. I recently received an email asking me where all the trading ideas are. Now I'd like to think that pretty much every episode provides at least one idea. I know I definitely get something of value from every episode, but one that stands out in my mind was the chat we had with Rob Hanna in episode number 7. Now, in that episode, not only does he share loads of trading ideas, but he also explains a technique that he uses to find trading ideas every single day. So using this technique, which I'm about to share, you should be able to find lots of ideas that you can test. In my experience, there is never a shortage of trading ideas to look at, and even if you've got pages of ideas to get through like I do, I think you'll find that this really short audio snippet from Rob is interesting. So let's hear this little bit of audio from Rob. So going on to testing your own ideas, you've already mentioned Quantifiable Edges, your blog, and you've got another blog called Overnight Edges as well.
Yep.
Those blogs have some very original ideas. Where do you come up with these ideas?
Well, originally, it was just a matter of testing out things that I'd read other places. And then I started trying to test observations about each day. And that's really, I mean, when people are trying to come up with ideas on, what they should test or understand what the market's doing right now, that's the easiest way to start. Just look at what the market did today and describe it. It was down 1%. It hit a 10-day low or a 5-day low, or it's coming off of a 50-day high. Breadth was this. Volume was high or volume was low. Anything you can use to describe the market action, whether it's what happened today or what's happened over the last week or 2 weeks, anything you can use to describe it, you can then test. So just take a notes or make little observations about what the market is doing, whether that's whatever market you're trading, it doesn't really matter. And then what maybe some correlated or inversely correlated markets are doing as well. And you can see, you'll come up with a lot of ideas to go ahead and test things. Now, I've done a lot of those over time. So what I do after I find something that works for me or something that looks like it's promising, I'll save it. And then I built a little software application for myself that I call my Quantifinder. Or that's what I call it with Quantifiable Edges. With Overnight Edges, I have my Edge Finder. It's basically the same idea. Studies I've done in the past, it looks at the market and pulls them up for me. So if it had an edge in the past, I'll get notified that afternoon, and then what I'll do is I'll go back and retest it, because some of them may have worked years ago and may not be working anymore, or maybe they're getting stronger and working better. But I always retest. I never trust what I did in the past, because the market's always evolving and you got to adapt to it.
I just want to go back to a comment you made about observations of the market. You mentioned a good way to get ideas is to just look at the market action for the day.
Yep.
Perhaps the number of down days or up days, percentage of price movement, market breadth, etc.
Yep.
There could be quite a few conditions that you could test for one day. So how do you handle that? Can you run us through the process of testing ideas for a particular day?
Yeah. So generally, it's hardest when the market's in a choppy mode, right? So if you're up today, down yesterday, up today, down, then you're not going to get a whole lot of things that stand out. It's when you hit more extreme, when you see extremes happening. So it doesn't, when I say extreme, it doesn't, I don't mean it's got to be like once in a lifetime thing. I'm talking a 5-day low, right? Could be, that means it's extremely low in the short term, or a 5-day high or a 10-day high or low. So you look for extremes in the data, whether it's, it's the highest volume in 10 days, whether it's the highest high price-wise in 10 days, whether breadth is the strongest in 10 days, whether measures of volatility are reaching the highest level in 10 days, or maybe they're reaching the lowest level in 10 days. You've got this real contraction going on. Both of those are giving you good information. So it's a matter of just kind of looking at things and trying to see where the extremes might lie, and keeping your mind open to, it can be an extremely exciting thing that's happening, right? Like, wow, we've had the biggest rally in 10 days, or it can be an extremely, I guess you'd say, boring thing that's happening. Oh, it's been the tightest range we've seen in a month, right? Market did nothing today. So what normally happens after you get those really tight range days? So those are the kinds of things I would look at.
So there you go, a simple technique to finding trading ideas every single day. Just open up a chart, look at what's happened in the current day and the context of that action, and start testing away. Now, Rob shares a whole lot more information in that episode, including a lot of interesting studies and market observations that he's made over the years, so I do recommend you take a listen to that one. Just make sure that you have a pen handy or your Evernote is fired up, because you'll probably want to take a few notes. But you can listen to the rest of that audio at bettersystemtrader.com/7. So that's it for today. Enjoy the rest of your week, and thanks for listening to Better System Trader.
Thanks for listening to the Better System Trader podcast. The next step is to head over to bettersystemtrader.com for more expert tips, practical advice, and exclusive content. Catch us next time for even more great ways to improve your trading here on Better System Trader.